Hello, you can see a lovely flower in my kitchen in the corner of my screen. Thank you, Joe. And my friend Joe asked me if I'd do an energy ball recipe, because I let her taste some of my energy balls once upon a time. So I'm going to start by putting some dates in the blender. They were soaked in half a cup of boiling water. There's 12 dates in there. I will put some desiccated coconut in there. I'll put, there was 2 cups of desiccated coconut, 1 cup of cocoa powder, I'll put 6 tablespoons of almond butter, you can use any butter that you like. I just happen to have almond butter because my husband uses it in his smoothies. I personally prefer peanut butter or cashew butter, but almond butter is just as good. And then I'm going to put about a teaspoon, roughly about a teaspoon of cinnamon. There we go. And a couple of tablespoons, a couple of teaspoons of vanilla. Vanilla essence. Vanilla bean paste, not vanilla essence. You can get vanilla essence, but I prefer vanilla bean paste because it's got real flavour. It's not so runny, it's got better consistency. And I'm going to put some lime zest in. Lime goes really well with the coconut and it really lifts flavour. It smells delicious. A minute ago I had a little helper here who's already eyeing up the energy balls. I'm sure he'll be first in line to try them. Okay. You don't want to grate too much of the lime off, just the top part, otherwise it'll get bitter. And I will squeeze half of the lime in as well. If you want to squeeze properly, you can put a spoon in and sort of wiggle and turn. Wiggle and turn. Sometimes limes are harder to squeeze. There, I'm quite satisfied with that. Now I've blended it all together. I've actually had to add another half of lime in because it was a little bit too thick. It's quite sticky, but it should be. Otherwise, you'd have very runny energy balls. But dates are very good for you. They're very good at regulating your blood sugar. So they're good with, for people with diabetes. And although this smells incredibly sweet, apart from the dates, we haven't added any other sweetener. So as well as it being really yummy, it's going to be very good for you. Okay, I'm quite satisfied with scraping all of it out. And now I'm going to add 2 cups of toasted buckwheat. Buckwheat is not actually wheat, it's a seed. And I've toasted it just in a dry pan for about 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm going to add it all in. And here I've got about a third of a cup of chopped up raisins and about 2 tablespoons of cocoa nibs. That goes all in. Now I'm going to get messy and mix it all together with my hands. I like doing things with my hands. This is packed full of protein because of the buckwheat. So these are really very guilt-free. Make sure you get it all nicely combined. So now I'm going to, still going with my hands actually, make them into little balls and roll in whatever I like. I chose coconut. There you go. I'm going to put them all on a tray and I'll let them set in the fridge a little bit later. And then some of them you can roll in a cocoa powder. If you had some ground pistachios, you can do that as well. Oops. Walnuts. You can buy buckwheat in any health store. You can order it online. I've actually just placed another order online and it's not very expensive. You can make all sorts of stuff with it. If you toast it, it's delicious with salads. And you can add it to your mueslis as well, or make a muesli out of it. And there you have it. I'm gonna keep rolling, but I won't bore you with these. So here they are. I'm gonna put them in the fridge, they're all set, and ta-da!